Hey, welcome back to the Ping Pong Flick Show. My name is Chris Wong. Yes, I am still super sick. This flu is killing me and my voice, as you can tell. I'm very thankful for my friend who gave me this Chinese like medicinal herb. I don't even know what it is, but it tastes sweet. It's brown, and when it's hot, it actually makes me sweat out of my pores, so I feel a lot better. Oh, and that's my Godzilla cup. I just noticed that now. For what I'm not talking about Godzilla. I'm talking about kaiju's though a little bit, but cool. But anyway, I gotta thank him for this because I don't know what it is. It could be roach poop for all I know, but it's getting me through this. I had a huge headache, but after drinking this, I figured I want to talk a little bit about. I know not Batman v Superman or anything like that, but more about monsters and kaiju's. Okay, because we got this big movie coming out, and it's called Rampage, right? Rampage. It's based on that old game where you had the giant gorilla, you got the giant lizard monster, which kind of looks like King Kong and Godzilla, and then they added Wolfman. They're climbing the buildings, they're eating people and destroying things. So they had that, and I just found out this one. I just went. My kid's birthday was today, so he really wanted to go Dave and Buster's, so I went there. Sick and all, I know, but I went through it. And you got to play this new Rampage game at the arcades, and it was so cool. It's so fun. Like, it's a lot more, effects are better. It's based on the movie this time around, so and destroying the buildings, and as you level up, you gain towards the back, and it's really fun stuff, and I kind of really enjoyed that. And it's 3 players, so my other son could play all 3 of us. I got Lizzie. No, I didn't get Lizzie. I got the monkey. I don't know what their names are. My youngest was the wolf, and the birthday boy was Lizzie, who's the lizard. Of course, the other guy liked the lizard because he wanted the Godzilla type. But it was cool. You capture all that green capsule stuff, so the monsters get bigger and bigger as you progress. And if you die, you go back to those little teeny tiny again, and you grow and grow. And that's basically what was in the movie, right? So the latest trailers were cool. It was actually fun looking. We were watching Jumanji, my kids and I, and they saw that trailer and they were like, "Oh, that's Jumanji 2 with monsters. I want to see that strong guy." So they refer to The Rock as the strong guy from Jumanji. He's so cool. I want to see him fight giant monsters in Jumanji 2. And I'm like, okay, this is Jumanji 2. But it's not Jumanji. But that's okay. Let them think whatever. But they're really excited for that, so I gotta go take them to that next weekend, and it's like April 13th, I believe it's coming out. April 12th is on Thursday. Yeah, April 13th. April 13th. So I'll probably watch it April 14th. It's gonna be a dumb flick, and I'm not expecting anything more than giant monsters romping around, the Rock spewing one-liners and stuff like that. And that's the part of a huge enjoyment out of that. I do love these kaiju type monster movies. And I mean, it's giant animals. I guess you can call it giant animals. Not really kaiju. I guess they turn into, yeah, you can call it kaiju. Daikaiju, because it's giant monsters, not kaiju. But they do grow after eating that green thing, right? So I don't know how big they're gonna get in the movie. I hope they get really, really big, just in like giant, more bigger than the building sizes. But from the trailers, they look small. But I think that's the thing. That's the perk. That's the thing to get you in the movie, is that they keep growing and growing and growing. They won't stop growing, just like in the game. And that one they got really big in the game. So I'm looking forward to that Rampage. I thought we were going to have like one kaiju movie this year, and that was Pacific Rim Uprising, which I really did enjoy. My kids enjoyed it, so I'm really happy to see that there's another one coming out right next week, right around the corner, and that is Rampage. The other movie that is coming out, I am pretty stoked about this one. Okay, this one is called The Meg. Yes, The Meg, and The Meg is, what is that coming out? Let me look. The Meg. That's got to be coming out real soon. August 10th. Okay, that's not that long. That's still far away. But there is there's no trailer yet. There's going to be a trailer releasing soon. Wait a minute. Wait. This said trailer? Wait, The Meg. Oh, trailer to be released in March. Oh, shoot. Okay, no, that's not. Okay, so that's the trailer's not out yet. But the Meg, it's about a 70-foot or 75. I don't know how big this. It's a giant shark. Okay, that's from Megalodon, and that was from back in the prehistoric shark from the deeps, and it was based on the novel by Steve Alten. Now, I did read the novel and I read the sequel novels as well. I'm a huge fan of Steve Alten works. The Lock is one of my favorite. It's about Loch Ness Monster. Spoiler. I won't spoil it for you. Go check it out. The Lock. That's a real good one. But he writes some awesome, thrilling novels, and he adds some of that scientific nature to it. Because he really understands the scientific part about it in order to explain it, and I really like that. In fact, in the book, you get into the mind of Meg for a little bit, and then into the mind of, I think, the whales too, the sperm whales. I'm trying to remember, but I know that I'm wondering if it's really be different from the movie. For one part, I did not imagine Jason Statham to be Jonas Taylor. That was not one person that came to mind. Actually, when I read the book, I imagined Tom Cruise. Yeah, I know. I don't know. I just imagined Tom Cruise. But Jason Statham, it makes sense because he was kind of like a Marine, so he's an ex deep sea diver. He certainly looks the part of an ex deep sea diver. And the way a lot of people are probably going to... I'm waiting for the trailer. The trailer is supposed to come out this month. That's what they said. That's what Steve Alten has been mentioning. That's supposed to come out this month, and I can't wait to see it. We've got two pictures. One I've shown before, the shark behind Jason Statham, and then this massive picture where you see a shark under the beachgoers in the water. You actually see the size and girth of it. So that's what before that shot came out, I was really concerned by the size of the shark and the story, because in the book, it takes you from the Mariana Trench all the way up to the surface, to the beach, to all this other stuff. It's an adventure, and attacking submersibles and stuff. It's quite an adventure. It's awesome. It's very thrilling. It's a chase. And then when the movie summary came out, it said something about just Jason Statham is going to go and help some down submersible, and then they're being hunted by a shark. So I was like, oh man, is that going to be more like Deep Blue Sea? The shark's not going to be that big, or you can't really tell the size of it too much. I mean, I know in the picture you see the big, but you can't really tell. It's going to be all... Yeah, of course it's going to be CG, but it's going to be like underwater all the time. And I was like, man, they really changed the story. I really hope that they get up to the adventure parts of it, where they go to the surface and you actually imagine the size of it, imagine the size of the dorsal fin in comparison to the boats and to the beachgoers and stuff. And I was super, super stoked and happy to see this picture here, because there's going to have the beachgoer scene. There's going to have the beach scene. That is some colossal scene. Now, I don't know if this is going to be PG-13. PG-13, that's not bad, but you can get a lot of blood in PG-13. So, I don't know. May have to watch it once before I take my kids. But, they've seen Jurassic World and Jurassic Park. Not Jaws, though. But... this is going to be one of those that I'm looking forward to it, because I've been looking forward to this movie since the late 90s, when the first book came out. When the first book came out, like the one I got in anyway, it says now a major motion picture, and that was like in the 90s, man. How long did it take to make a freaking movie of a giant shark with all these knockoff giant shark movies? And this is finally, we get a legitimate Meg movie that's based on the book. How can I not be excited for this? Yes, they're probably going to market it off as Jason Statham versus a giant shark, but man, it's a lot more than that to me, because I've read the books, I've read the series. He's a hero in all of the series, and how they expanded to having a Hell's Aquarium and everything like that, and it's just much more to me. Hopefully the movie is good enough to spawn those sequels of the other books. And what I really want is that Lock book. I think the Lock should be a movie, and I'm hoping Steve Alten, once he gets all the Megs out of the way, he makes the Lock, because I really want to see a really good thriller lake monster movie. The Swedish was it Swedish or Switzerland? Someone did. So had a great monster movie called Ragnarok. not Thor Ragnarok, but it was a monster movie called Ragnarok. Look it up. I think it's on Netflix. That was an incredible lake monster type movie. But I wanted one about the Loch Ness monster. But I'm going off point here. But The Meg is coming out August 10th of 2018. I am very excited. John Turteltaub, I think he's the same guy who did. I gotta think he's the same guy, the same director of National Treasure. And if that's the case, then we're up for amazing adventure. I think he's really good at taking you from one place. Three Ninjas. He did Three Ninjas. Oh boy. Well, but National Treasure, he did a good job there. I really enjoyed National Treasure, so hoping to see The Meg come up to the surface and everything. It looks like we're finally gonna get that, and I can't be any more happy. Alright guys, that's it for today, as I gotta go to sleep. But tomorrow I'm gonna talk a little bit more about there's been this thing going around on Vero that Zack Snyder approved with Fiona Fukujang. It's called BVS references, and I just want to talk a little bit about that tomorrow, unless something really major happens, and we'll talk about that instead. But yeah, looking forward to Rampage, looking forward to The Meg. Are you as well? Give me your thoughts down below and let me know. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, guys. Don't get sick. I'll see you next time. Bye.